Hey guys, this is a question I get asked all the time. Not as often in Houston, but for folks that are inquiring about I'm moving to Dallas or I got job transferred in here and maybe I've sold their home here. And it's an easy question to answer for how do you select an agent here in Houston. Obviously, I'd love to be your first choice, but that's not always going to be the case. So let me at least give you an option where you'll know what to look for and who to look for when choosing someone to partner with and helping you buy or sell a home. So there are four kind of easy things that we want to shoot for in identifying a good fit for you. Those are really simple. One, we want to make sure that they've got a professional headshot. That doesn't seem that hard, but you'd be surprised how many people have their Facebook photo with their significant other and their half of their face is chopped off. So that's step one. Step two, we want to make sure that we have someone that chooses to participate in a rating survey system that all agents are allowed to and encouraged to here in Houston. I did a quick search today and I found there's more than 70,000 members of the Houston Association of Realtors, and yet only about 6% choose to participate in the ratings. The interesting thing about this is that it doesn't give you the chance to be able to pick and choose just the good ones. And that's one of the great strengths of Yelp, for example. If you're looking for great Mexican food and you're in Pennsylvania, a lot of people might refer to Yelp. If you're looking for a great real estate agent in the Houston area, a lot of people just don't know that this rating system exists. And so it allows you to be able to kind of grade an agent on four different skills. You can take a look at those and see how they measure up and which ones are most important to you. But we want to make sure that an agent that you're working with chooses to participate in this rating system. If only 6% of the agents choose to, what's going on with the other 94%? Do they just not have any closed sales? Or do they not want their reviews posted? That's up to you to discover and kind of find out. But I want to reiterate, it's an all-in or all-out proposition. You don't get to just post the good ones. So the next thing we want to look for is who has 20 or more reviews. If you've had 5 or 10 reviews, maybe you're just helping friends and family and it's easy to have a 5-star rating. But once you helped more than 20 people, you've gotten outside of that group that is just friends and family, and you're going to run across a number of different personalities. And with different personalities, different clients, you're not going to be able to get that perfect 5-star rating from everyone most of the time. And so first one, professional headshot. Secondly, we want to make sure they're participating in the reviews. Thirdly, we want to make sure they have at least 20 reviews. And then lastly, we want to make sure they have at least a 4.75 on each of the competencies. Now you'll find that a lot of agents, they may have a ton of reviews, but they get one bad one and they pull them all off because they don't want anybody to see that one. And really what that is that's a reflection of the agent's inability to either make all personalities happy, or maybe they're not able to deliver a consistent high level of service to all of their clients. Sometimes they may get too busy during the summer months or whatever the case may be, or maybe they're on vacation and they miss the mark with one of their clients. So I would encourage you to look for those four things, and let me show you how to be able to get to those. So we're going to switch over to my computer screen here. So let me show you how we get to that. So the first step is go to har.com. And in the upper right hand corner, if you hover over agents, scroll down to find a real estate agent. So one of the things you can do is you can type an agent's name here if you want to. However, if you don't have an agent and you don't know what area to look in, then you might have a friend or a family member, a coworker that refers you to someone and says, this is the agent that I would recommend. Well, you can research them here and compare the agents that are being recommended to you to make sure you find the one that's the best fit for you. You can also type in here in a zip code and see just the agents that are in that zip code. The downside to this is that this is only where the agent's office is located, not where they do business. And a lot of agents have an office maybe in Austin or San Antonio that their sponsoring broker uses as their business mailing address, but that's not where the agent does business. So I discourage you from using the city or the zip code, even though I wish those were more helpful. You can also click on more filters here, and you might find there are certain real estate companies, there's an agent, you can find someone that speaks a language that you're most comfortable in, but really the one that I found that is very helpful is those that choose to participate in the client experience rating only. So if you do have an agent that's been recommended to you and you want to look them up, you can search by name, and I've got a good friend of mine that said it would be okay if I use his name. So we click here, we go to the search button, and we pull up this handsome young man. He has a 4.99 out of 5 possible stars. If you click on his ratings here, you'll notice that he has 188 completed surveys. That's absolutely fantastic. To also have a 4.99 is one of the top that I've ever seen in the city of Houston. I'll show you that as you scroll down here, you'll find that he's got a lot of kind of comments here that relate to the experience that that client had. And you can, in looking through this, you can identify the neighborhoods that they work in. It'll show you where they represented a buyer or a seller in these kind of highlighted areas here. Also, if you scroll down a little bit further, you'll find that we have the area where they've closed sales, either representing buyers or sellers, what market area. So you'll notice here that we've got a map and it shows the whole Houston area, and you can zoom in and you can make sure that the agent that you're considering hiring is familiar with homes in the area where you're looking to purchase or sell. You'll notice they've got green buttons here for active listings, purple for leases, and then lastly red for sold. And sold does represent sales and leases, but I wanted to make sure you see that. You can also see how many they have for sale now, how many they have for lease now, how many they've sold recently, how many they've leased recently, and then approximately how many properties have they shown in the last 6 months. And so you can also go to view all my recently sold, and the helpful part about this is it allows you to be able to see what price point your clients, or I'm sorry, your agent is working in, what zip code, what areas of town, are they really going to be familiar with what your needs are with the home that you're looking to purchase or sell. So I hope this has provided a little bit of help in kind of identifying some of the few things that I think are a great way to guide you when selecting an agent. Obviously, if you need any help, we'd love to be able to work with you, but we're not going to be the right agent for everyone at all times, so we wanted to at least give you this short little video on how to do that. If you have any questions, give us a call at 713-780-8275. Thanks.